Hello dear students and welcome to our English class. This is English for the 11th class and today's topic is grammar, and more specifically we are going to talk about conditionals and wishes. So in this lesson we are going to identify conditional sentences. We are going to put the verbs in the correct tenses to form conditional sentences, and also we are going to express wishes and regrets about the present and the past by using I wish or if only. Here we have a table of different types of conditionals. In the 10th class, you have learned the zero conditional, the first conditional, and the second conditional. And you know that a conditional sentence consists of two main parts: the conditional clause, or the if clause, and the main clause. As we say in Albanian, pjesa kryesore, pjesa e nënreditur. Let's look at the zero conditional type. So we use if or when, so if might be replaced by when, plus present simple, plus present simple. Let's look at the first conditional. Again, we use if or when, plus present simple, and on the main clause we use will or won't, or it might be replaced by another modal, can, should, may, might, etc. The second infinitive. So in the conditional clause we use if plus past simple, and would or wouldn't, or could, it might be replaced with could or might. And the third conditional, we use if plus past perfect, and also in the main clause we use would, wouldn't, have plus past participle. So this is a general table of the whole conditionals, the zero conditional, first, second, and third conditional. Please write these notes on your notebook so you can easily identify what conditionals you are dealing with. Let's take these conditionals one by one. Conditional type 0. Let's look at the table here. It consists of the if clause, so if plus when, again, the plus present simple, and the main clause, again, present simple. Remember, zero conditional, present simple, present simple. Let's look at the sentences. If a scientist places a virus under a microscope, he sees it more clearly. Pay attention to the words in bold, places and sees. Both verbs are in the present simple. If can be replaced by when. The first conditional. Let's read the sentence. If they find what type of virus it is, they will be able to develop a suitable vaccine against it. Pay attention to the words on bold again. If they find, again we have if plus present simple, and will be able to. So we have the future simple. What does the first conditional express? It expresses real or likely situations that it might happen in the future or in the present. Something is likely to happen, probably in the future. The second conditional is formed by if plus past simple, or past continuous, it depends, and would might be replaced by could or might. Let's look at an example here. We would save more energy if we had more wind parks in our country. Pay attention to the words or verbs in bold. Would save plus if plus past simple. What does it expresses? It expresses unreal or imaginary situation in the present or in the past. They are unreal situations. Also, the second conditional expresses or are used to give advice, pieces of advice. For example, if I were you, I would learn how to use the computer as it would make your life easier. The third conditional. Let's look first at the sentence here. If his parents had given him more money, he would have bought a better laptop. Again, pay attention to the words in bold. If plus past perfect, and would have plus past participle. Would might be replaced by could or might. What does the third conditional express? It expresses an imaginary situation in the past. So you can't change the situation now. The third conditional is also used to express regrets about the past. For example, if Jason hadn't pressed the delete button by mistake, he wouldn't have lost his work. But again, the situation, the action is already done. Now you can't change it. But the person here is expressing regrets. Okay. Before dealing with this exercise, which is about the different types of conditionals, so 0, first, second, and third conditional, remember, 0 conditionals are used to express general truths or laws of nature. First conditional is used to express future possibility. Second conditional is used to express unreal situations about the present. And the third conditional is used to express unreal situations about the past. Again, the verbs that you must remember are first, 0 conditional, present simple, present simple. First conditional, present simple, will plus verb. Second conditional, past simple, would plus verb. And the third conditional, past perfect, would have plus past participle. Let's look at an exercise here. When we deal with such an exercise, it's important to look at one of the clauses of the sentence. So it might be the main clause or the if clause. Let's look at this sentence. When she finishes her project, she emailed it to the teacher. We see that we don't have if, but we have when. It means that this sentence is 0 or first conditional. When she finishes is the verb, which is in present simple, and we say she will email it to her teacher. It is a future possibility, and it is a first conditional because we have will email it. When, again, might be replaced by if. Let's look at the second sentence. Unless you're careful, you'll lose your files. Okay, let's look at the verb here. We have will lose. Also, we have unless, which we only use it only in the first conditional. Unless means if not. So we have future verb here, and we say unless we need a present simple verb. Unless you are careful, you'll lose your files. And it means it is a first conditional sentence. Let's look at the third example. If you had been more careful, you not delete the file. Again, the verb here is had been, which is in the past perfect. It means we have a third conditional sentence, and we need here would have. If you had been more careful, you wouldn't have deleted the file. So it is a third conditional sentence. The fourth example, if you read the manual, you know how to save the file. The verb here is read, and it is a second conditional sentence because if you read the manual, you would know how to save the file. It is a past simple verb here. So it is a second conditional sentence. And the last sentence, if you had clicked on shut down the computer, switch off. The verb here is had clicked. It means it is a past perfect verb, which means it is a third conditional. And we say the computer would have switched off. And it is a third conditional sentence. Now let's move on to wishes. To express our wishes or regrets, we use two phrases. I wish and if only. Can you tell the difference between I wish and if only? Grammatically speaking, there is no difference between I wish and if only. You can use which one you want. But semantically speaking, if only is stronger or more emphatic than I wish. It's the same as we say in Albanian. I wish do të doja, if only sikur. Let's look at an example here. I wish I had a smartphone so I could access the internet whenever I wanted. We see that here we have the phrase I wish, which can be replaced by if only, plus past simple. So we use I wish or if only plus past simple to express a wish. Let's look at another example. I wish I had installed an antivirus program because my computer has crashed. We see that we have used I wish plus past perfect here. Again, I wished might be replaced by if only. And we use I wish plus or if only plus past perfect to express regret about the past and things that we can't change. Okay, read Anna's thoughts and write sentences as an example. Okay, here we have Anna's thoughts. I didn't buy the laptop. I didn't know it was on special offer, so I didn't get it. The computer I have is not very efficient. Its memory is low. I can't get my work done quickly. So these are Anna's thoughts. Now let's express her wishes or regrets. So we could use I wish or if only, which one you want. The first one is already done. I wish, or if only I had bought a laptop. She didn't buy a laptop. Now she says, I wish I had bought a laptop. She is expressing her regret. The second one, I didn't know it was on special offer, so I didn't get it. We say, I wish, or if only I had known it was on a special offer. Again, it is a regret. She didn't know. The third example, the computer I have is not very efficient. She's talking about the present now, and she says, I wish my computer was more efficient. She's expressing her wish. The fourth sentence, its memory is low. I wish its memory wasn't low. Again, she's expressing a wish. And the last example, I can't get my work done quickly. I wish, or if only I could get my work done quickly. She's expressing another wish. Let's look at another example. It's about sentence transformations. Complete the second sentence so that it means the same as the first. Again, this exercise is related to wishes and conditionals. Zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. The first one, Peter doesn't have a digital camera. He doesn't have, it refers to the present. Peter wishes he had a digital camera, so it is a wish. So wishes plus past simple. The second sentence, you can take some great close-up pictures with this camera. You can do that, it's now. This camera is great for taking close-up pictures. The third, I'm really sorry you didn't get my text message. Again, we have a regret here. If only you had got my text messages. So we have if only plus past perfect. And the last example, he didn't practice enough, so he lost the match. Here we have a conditional sentence. If he had practiced enough, he wouldn't have lost the match, which is a third conditional type. As homework for next time, you are going to answer these questions here using second conditionals. That was all for today. Thank you for your attention.